Hi everyone, and welcome to Geometry Lesson 1-6, Midpoint and Distance in the Coordinate Plane. In this lesson, we have two major formulas that we need to learn about. Now, the examples can be a little tricky, so what we're going to do is we're going to do most of them in class. But I do have one of them for you. Let's take a look at our first topic. So we are going to begin with the formula to find the midpoint for two ordered pairs that are the endpoints of a segment. Now remember, a midpoint is the exact middle of a segment. So we need to find the exact middle. Now, when you have two things that you need to find the middle of, two numbers, and you need the middle number, it's an average that we use. So that's what we're going to use to find the midpoints. We take the two ordered pairs, we average the x values, and then we average the y values, and that will give us the midpoint of the segment. Now there is a formula for this, and I'll show it to you in just a second. So the formula can be a little intimidating when you first start, but just remember we're averaging, and you can do averages. You just add them and divide by 2. So in this case, point A are the red letters and point B is the blue letters. Okay, notice point A here is at x, y, and point B is at x2, y2. So they just added the two x values and divided by 2. You add the two y values and divide by 2. It's an average, okay? This is the technical formula for a midpoint. Now remember, a midpoint is a point, so your answer is going to be an ordered pair. So let me show you an example where we're going to apply the midpoint formula. In example 1, they say to find the coordinates of the midpoint of segment CD with endpoints C, -2, -1, and D, 4, 2. Now technically, it is not important to graph this. What's important is to use the midpoint formula. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do -2 plus 4 and divide by 2, and -1 plus 2 divided by 2. So -2 plus 4 is 2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. For my y's, -1 plus 2 is 1, divided by 2 is 1/2. So my midpoint is the point 1, 1/2. That is the midpoint. So we're going to do some more practice with that in class. And actually there's another example that we're going to do that's a little different from this one. So make sure you either leave room in your notes or that you put an arrow to this or have these notes available for you in class. Next, we're going to talk about the distance formula. The distance formula is used to find the distance between 2 points on the coordinate plane. Now, we need a formula for this because if you try and count the boxes, it's not going to be an accurate length for a diagonal segment. It works on horizontal segments and vertical segments, but for diagonal ones, it doesn't work. You won't get an accurate length. So the distance formula is this beautiful formula right here in this square root. And again, it can be a bit intimidating. So I came up with an acronym to help. The acronym is subtract, square, add, and square root. Okay, SSAS. Now in class, I'm going to show you how to apply the acronym, and I'm going to show you how to apply the distance formula. So make sure you have it written down and you come ready to talk about it when we get to class. That's it for this video, so make sure that you have all of your notes down, and if you have any questions about anything, bring them to class and I'd love to answer them.